Alright guys, so there's another little update. You guys saw I think LS Fest was the last thing I might have showed you guys as far as the car goes. I lost oil pressure. Let's start off. I lost third and fourth gear coming from Vegas. I was already losing third and fourth. I felt it. It just hadn't gone all the way out yet. And then I got home with the car. I still had it. Still had third and fourth. And then eventually it gave out. Then it was kind of my fault. I was loving driving my car. Just this thing sat for so long. I was loving it. Still driving it first and second. And as you guys see, I drive my cars hard. I drive all of them the same way. First gear, burning rubber. Second gear, slap second, it's still burning rubber. I'm still sitting sideways. So it was like that every light, every stop sign. I'm always, going crazy, going hard on it. I made a mistake of not changing the oil pump when I got this motor. So one night I was out beating on it hard and took it home. Someone called me for something, so I went back out, fired the car up, and had a nice little rod knock. I thought it was exhaust, maybe an exhaust hanger or something had broke, but it was a rod knock. So pulling this thing out, gonna be a nice little process or something else. So here's a quick little update. So, motor and chain is out. I recommend you guys get one of these chain plugs if you don't have one. Sometimes they work good, sometimes they don't. That one's for a 350, which is the same spline. Some reason it didn't work, that's why we got that big mess down there. But I ran and grabbed that one in enough time so it didn't make too much of a big mess. But yeah, motor and chain is out. Rod bearing and oil pump. So I'm probably just gonna have this one rebuilt one day. Right now it's just gonna get put in storage for now. Probably just gonna throw something simple in it to get it going. But yeah, all that work to get this thing going. But hey, I beat on it. The car did what I wanted to do, so I'm not upset by any means. Yeah, this thing's out. I put this thing in the storage and get this thing back cleaned up, ready to go again. So, YouTube cut my sound off because of the music, but motor and chain is out. Update for you guys for the 79 Caprice. As you guys know, the motor's out right now, so getting ready to change all the front suspension. Not really upgrading anything, just going back pretty much new. Got new upper and lower control arms, got a new caliper, new brakes and rotors, all new wheel bearings. Like I said, upper and lower control arms. Center link is going to be new. Pitman arm is new. Tie rod ends. Everything's pretty much going to be new, except for the spring. I'm going to reuse the spring. Matter of fact, speaking of that, I need to order a shock. Order shocks for the front. And I have a new steering box as well. Ferguson right there. There's the part number for you guys. If you guys want to look that up. That's the part number there. Like I said, going back pretty much all stock, so it's not like it's a big upgrade or anything like that. It's just, all new parts. This is from American Undercar. I bought this kit, I don't know how many years ago, because it was for my two-door 77, which is the silver one that got hit. So all this stuff's been sitting for some years now, but it's all brand new, so get ready throw it on this car, and you know, still waiting. I don't know if I don't know what I'm doing yet as far as another motor. I know it's gonna be 6.0, but at this time, like, I really don't have an idea of when the motor's gonna be getting put back in this thing. So another quick update for you guys. I'll get you guys another update once I get all this finished up. YouTube, today is day 3 of the suspension. I got everything tore apart the first day. I just wasn't able to take a video of it. So like I said, I got new lower and upper control arms. I got the new steering box here, new pivot arm, new idler arm, new center link. Everything's there. The whole kit's there, like I said. I didn't start putting anything on just yet. Had to go buy a couple more things today. I went and got some shocks. Got some shocks and wheel bearings because I forgot those. I'm gonna get all new lug nuts. Get rid of these old ones that I got over here. That's what I was gonna talk to you guys about. That steering shaft. If anybody knows any other option for the steering shaft on these cars, I could use some suggestions. Thinking about changing that out if possible. I know they don't make them new for this. I know everything's custom, but if anybody has done this already, you know, go ahead and leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, I'll probably have this thing back up and going tomorrow as far as the suspension goes. Yeah, just another quick little update of the box shed. What's up, YouTube? Got the new and upper and lower control arms put on, as well as the new rotor, new bearings. Probably getting ready to throw the new calipers on. Still got the suspension over here. Gonna clean the sway bar up, get it painted, as well as these inner outer tire rods, center link. Get these things painted up. Yeah, this is the old shit here. Got the new steering box. Ready to throw all that on there. I did order some shocks. I got the wrong shocks. I ordered some KYBs. I got them from O'Reilly's and they were trash. So I just ordered some Bilsteins from Summit. So those should get here on Monday. I mean, it's not like the car's moving anyway, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, we're trucking along with this thing. It's taking me a little longer than I wanted to. I work during the day. I work all day, actually, so I get to this thing when I can. So, yeah, it's another just quick little update for you guys. YouTube. Got the new motor and training. Yes, it's a 4080. Got lucky with this one. Do I like 4080s? No. Longevity-wise, yes. That first gear, I don't care for too much. But I got it. It's here. We're gonna get it cleaned up. For now, we're just gonna throw it in the car just to get it running. Here's all the accessories and shit. But yeah, my wrist is all messed up right now. It's all swollen. But we're gonna get this thing together. Sorry guys, I thought I heard a car. We're gonna get this thing together, get it all cleaned up, and drop straight in the car just the way it is. Later on, I said maybe about a couple months I'll pull it back apart. I got some 243s from that LS2 that I had. I'll throw those on there, completely stock. Not gonna do anything to them except for the valve springs. Probably just gonna throw the cam in there. I'm gonna do that comp cam. I think it's the 54459-11 cam. Gonna do that. Of course, change the lifters. Like I said, valve springs. Of course, push rods. Put a stall in. I don't know what size stall I'm gonna run with yet, but I am gonna put one in there. And yeah, I mean, it's just pretty much just, I mean, you guys see how I drive, so pretty much just to get it back going. And I'll do those other things later. I am gonna go through and regasket the whole thing out. The way all this oil stuff like that, I can't deal with that. That's a little much for me. So yeah, just a quick update. I went and picked it up yesterday, so get it going. Hopefully I get it cleaned up. Like I said, my wrist is swollen. I don't know if you guys can see or not, but it's swollen. Dropped the bike. Well, getting ready to drop a bike, and I caught it. I was loading it up on my trailer yesterday, so I'm working with one hand right now. But hopefully this hand gets better. I have this motor in the car driving by next week. Today is, I want to say today's Thursday. I got to get some work done somewhere else tomorrow, so that's, you know, one day I'm missing on this thing. But like I said, just a quick regasket and drop it in, get it running, let's drive type of thing for right now. So quick update for you guys. All right, guys, we got the 6.0 all cleaned up. Just pull the intake off. This thing was filthy. Yeah, it was pretty bad. You guys can see. Yeah, now I'm just deciding on whether I want to pull the heads off and put my 243s on now, or do it later. But see, as these heads have all this grime in there, I think I might just pull them off and just regasket this thing. Yeah, man, like I said, just cleaned it all up right now. Just did a fresh little pressure wash and some oven cleaner from the dollar store, mixed with a little Purple Power. Works wonders. Yeah, so probably sit down and make a parts list tonight, probably order up some stuff, try to get it here. Like I said, this wrist is still kind of swollen on me, so yeah. This thing going. Alright, YouTube, we got this thing finished up as far as the suspension. Got the Bilstein shocks on there. New sway bar with the bushings. Front suspension is new. Only thing that hasn't been changed is the spindle. New steering box. So everything's new. It's a quick update for you guys. Let's see if we can get this motor in this thing tonight. Quick update for you guys. Bam! Got the motor in there. Motor and tranny is in. Still waiting on the cross member. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. I'm getting ready to get out of here. We're gonna get back to it tomorrow. Get some more things done. Still waiting on the cross member. Still waiting on the radiator. Yeah. That's it for tonight, guys. So we're back. And the front accessories going. My valve covers on, the intakes on. I'm ready to set up the power steering right now. Not gonna put the headers on until, actually, you know what? I might put the headers on today. Put the headers on today. I'll run new tranny lines to the transmission. And radiator yeah, come in today. So still waiting on the fan shroud to get here. And we'll put the fans back on. Snap that in there. Put these heater hoses together. Coil packs on. Yeah, you know, I'm just here working right now. Trying to get as much done as I can you know, without the parts that I have. So pretty much get the motor wired up today. Motor training wired up. When the cross member gets here, pop the cross member in, pop the shroud on the radiator, and yeah, get that power steering line on right now so I can bleed the steering box. Yeah, so I'm moving along, trying to get as much done as we can right now. Not planning on being here all day because I want to go home and get some things done. So yeah, just another quick update for you guys. YouTube, back with another update. Still don't know how I'm gonna edit these things. I don't know if I'm gonna cram them all into one. So if I do, sorry for all the updates in one video. But the motor is all wired up. As you guys can see, headers are on, everything's on. I am getting ready to put the battery in. Just to do it, just a quick little fire up real quick, just, you know, make sure everything's good. Ran into a couple issues. First off, that shifter linkage is trash. Right now, with the stock linkage, I can only get down to 3rd gear. I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't do any bending on this rod here, and I don't know if that made it worse, but as of now I can only get to 3rd gear. So I am gonna put, I guess they got a universal linkage that they sell, so I'm gonna check that out. This is the G-Force cross member for the 4080. As you guys can see, I took out this little drive shaft, you know, loop or whatever they call it. I took that out, you know, it was super close to the cross member. So I snatched that out. As you guys can see, the cross member is hitting the exhaust on both sides. So I'm gonna take it tomorrow, have the exhaust cut, which sucks. And I have them, you know, put it back up to the header, and I'm gonna probably cut back there too. I have them cut back and put another 2.5-inch V-band back there on both sides in front of the mufflers. That way I can, you know, if I ever need to pull a tranny out or swap trannies or, you know, whatever I want to do, I'm able to do it. So yeah, that's what that's gonna be. Then I have to cut the drive shaft. So I had a 4080 drive shaft originally for the 4080 that was in the silver 2-door box you guys might have seen on the channel. We cut the original cross member, it was 460, and we cut it and welded it, you know, welded on some angle iron to make it fit an 80. So this 4080 cross member from G-Force is totally different from the 4060 G-Force cross member. So that is why I'm having to cut. And another reason I had to cut the drive shaft was originally in the silver Caprice, the 2-door that I had, I was on slider mounts. So now I'm not on the slider mounts anymore. Well, I'm on these solid mounts now. I don't know if you guys can see that. I actually have another set over here. I don't know if these are LS Simples or Dirty Dingos that I have on the car right now. Actually, I think these are like ICTs or some shit. I don't know what the fuck those are. But yeah, that's what's on the car right now. So, yeah, I'm actually getting ready to fire this thing up in just a second. So, if you guys give me a second, I'll set this thing down and get it fired up. We'll do our first fire up. All right, got the battery in. So let's give it a try. First startup. It runs. So that's about it for tonight. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning right now. I gotta be up in the morning to go do a tow at like 7, I wanna say, and I still got an hour drive home. So, like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna have the exhaust done. I'll get the exhaust done tomorrow. Drive shaft's getting cut in the morning. Matter of fact, god damn, I still gotta go drop the drive shaft off right now. So I gotta drop the drive shaft off right now. You know, I got some work to do in the morning, and then I'll come and pick the car up, load the car up, take it to go get the exhaust done. And then after the exhaust is done, oh, we're still waiting on the fan shroud for the radiator, which we have the radiators in. It's just we're waiting on the fan shroud. So as soon as fan shroud comes in, you know, I can throw the fans back on, put the hoses back on the radiator, you know, secure the radiator, put the air cleaner back on. Yeah, and hopefully this thing will be driving. So yeah, very happy with the progress. I'm a little upset that, you know, all the extra little things like the cutting of the drive shaft, exhaust, all that shit. But for the most part, I'm super ecstatic. I'm glad that this thing is back on the road. Yeah, what else to say? I'm just kind of juiced right now. But if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do that. I'm going to try to keep the channel updated as much as I can. It's not really a channel to show, you know, like how to do things. It's just, you know, just pretty much vlogging the actual work that's been done on my cars. Like I said, all the suspension is new. It's all factory shit, but it's all new. So I'm glad to see, you know, we're gonna see what this thing does. I got the front bushings on it for the radiator core support. It's great. So yeah, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. See if this thing will fire up on. Gauge is on. Holly on. YouTube. We headed to the exhaust shop. Had a hell of a day yesterday. But for the most part, everything's buttoned up. Drive shaft in there, despite the drive shaft shop problems. What else did I have to get? Fan shroud came in, despite UPS saying that they tried to deliver it and nobody was there. Somebody was at the business all day long. Actually waiting for that package. So we actually ended up going over there as they were closed and, you know, being able to get it luckily. So fan shroud is on, drive shaft is in. Let me see what else needed to be done. Brakes got bled. Let me see. Shit, I'm damn near thinking that was it. You know, the cold air intake's on now. Battery's buttoned back down. I think you guys seen everything else. So, get into the exhaust shop now. Get it back. Put the tranny in. You know, because before I ran the 4070 before, so in the Holly it's the 4060. So, that's all done now. And yeah, so pretty much the only thing left right now is to get the exhaust done, which, like I said, we're heading there now. So, yeah. Yeah, man. Give you guys another update in a sec. Oakland. First person that did the exhaust on the silver two-door. So that's who this one's gonna go to. Tow it out there. The suspension is on. Got the V-bands in the back. So what I'm gonna have them do is I'm gonna have them cut this section off right at the mufflers, and then I'll keep this whole section for the 4060 setup. And then I'll just have them put V-bands here in the back, and then a new setup for there in the front. That way, you know, I can take the section down. That's the plan for this thing. Cars here at the exhaust shop now. Hopefully you guys can hear me, so we're putting the X-pipe in and do a whole new section, whole new midsection. Yeah, so y'all see this like a field line right now. Up on the tank. This is that G-Force cross member. I do got a Chinese cooler in here. I cut the line because I had to pull it off, and I didn't want to, you know. But the fan has never been hooked up anyways. I never hooked the fan up. Didn't really need to. The Chinese always stayed cool.
You too. Fucking faggots.
Who, me?
Yeah, you, bitch.
Fuck that nigga and you.
Fuck you.
Both of y'all motherfuckers.
But you done tell it to his face before, bitch.
Fuck you and fuck you.
And he was talking shit about you too.
So bad.
Like some females.
Got the car loaded up on the trailer. Good. YouTube. So, car's all finished up. Motor's in. Exhaust is done. You guys saw all that. Yeah. So the last thing that was needed was for the transmission to be changed over in the Holly to a 4080 instead of the 4060. Did that, and this thing doesn't want to shift out of, I want to say second. I feel like I can feel it going into second, but I'm not 100% sure. It might be first. This thing does not want to shift out of either first or second gear, whatever gear it's in. So I gotta go do a tow right now, unfortunately. But I think I'm going to put this thing on a lift today, yank this transmission out. I got another 4080 sitting off to the side right now. Toss that one in and see what it does. Hopefully, you know, I don't want it to be this tranny because, you know, I bought the motor and tranny together. I bought the motor and tranny together, so, you know, we'll see. I'm gonna put the new one in, see how it goes, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I might get that done today. Like I said, I gotta drive an hour out right now to go fucking pick something up, and then I gotta drop that off, and then, you know, an hour back here just to swap this tranny out. So, yeah, it's gonna be a little task, but hopefully, once I do that, we'll be back up and going. So, tune in. And this is why I use V-bands. Nice and easy to come out. You know, now I just gotta pull the drive shaft cross member, take these bolts out of the tranny, pull it down. You know, so that makes it a lot easier not having the exhaust there. For the guys who, you know, never heard of V-bands, because I started using V-bands on the silver Tudor that I had. Before then, I never knew anything about V-bands. So this is gonna be like, this is like the best shit ever. Just being able to, you know, I can toss it right back up with ease, just the same way I took it out. So that's V-bands for you guys. I've been working, got the tranny out. Like I said, we had first gear and it would not come out of first gear. So got this thing out, gonna get the other one up. And yeah, still trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this thing off. I might just pull it off with the forklift over there. These things are heavy. My wrist is still fucked up. I mean, I'm still pushing through it, but my wrist is messed up. So yeah, I mean, you know, for you guys, I beat the tunnel in. On that side, I beat the shit out of it, as you guys can see. For the training lines, so I have actually way more room than I need on that side for the training lines. I did that just in case. I didn't want to get back underneath the car again. Like I told you guys before, my fuel regulator is here. You know, you see the fuel lines run all the way up to the front. It's going along here, over the top of the factory shit, straight into the tank, which is the 96 Impala gas tank. You get this Roadmasters Caprices. All those bubble bodies have these tanks. That's how I got that ran. My fuel pump line is ran, and I got a drilled a hole up in there. Just fed the fuel pump line straight in. Rubber grommet. Let's see what else. I mean, that's pretty much it as far as, you know, this section of the car. Yeah, it's pretty much, you know, how everything is. You guys can see. Tranny cooler's mounted there. Actually, I cheated a little bit. I mounted the tranny cooler bolt there. As you guys can see, I bolted that there. It's actually just sitting in here, but it won't, you know, it won't move. It doesn't move. It hasn't moved on me. I had that thing in there like that in the silver car. It's perfectly fine. Yeah. So I'm gonna take it to get a wheel alignment done as soon as I can get this thing like up and running with no issues. Go get the wheel alignment done. Have them grease up all the fittings. But yeah, for the most part, this thing's out. So we're getting ready to grab the new one, put the new one up in there. Well, it's not new, it's used, but you know, I know about that one, so yeah. I'll be turning you guys back on in a few after I get this thing up. All right, so I got it all back together. The exhaust is in the car, new trannies in there, new used trannies in there. So drive shaft's in. A little bit of a pain, but it's done. So I'm gonna drop it down, add some fluid, fire it up. And, yeah, just check everything, make sure everything's good. Take it out for a test drive. I got a tow that I gotta do right now, so I gotta kind of get out of here. But yeah, the tranny's in, so hopefully you guys pray for me. I swear to God, I hope this thing does what it's supposed to do. Yeah. So, update you guys just in a quick sec. Gears, guys. Got gears. shifting. It's doing what I needed to do. Shifting. Got a vibration coming from the drive shaft. I think I know exactly what it is. But the transmission is shifting, so that is a good thing. I was gonna take it home, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here at the shop. Difference between that 4L, you know, the 4L70 and this 4L80. It still wants to, act up, but it's not like that 4L70. Sat on the windshield from when a car sat. It sat for a while. Back. Probably gonna be doing some uploading tonight. Don't mind all the fucking spots on the ground, which suck. That's not from this. That was from my dually with the hydro boost leaking all over the fucking place. But yeah, this thing's it's riding. It's riding pretty good. Had a problem with the drive shaft. Got into it with the guys over at the drive shaft shop. They wanted to charge me $350 extra on top of what they normally charge to do my drive shaft, and I wasn't really happy about that, so we kind of got into it. Yeah, so they ended up giving it back to me. They charged me $200. They had already cut it and did everything else. They said they changed U-joints, which I didn't ask for. They did that, they cut it, they said they balanced it, everything, but I feel like that was a lie. So I put it in the car. The clips didn't want to line up with the straps, so it was off. I kind of forced it anyways, drove it. Of course, I had a bad vibration. Like you guys saw in the video, I think I might have said something when I was driving the car in the video. Yeah, so that was that. I was driving it yesterday, and I literally just came from auto parts from buying U-joints and new straps, and I just hit the gas. I just hit it nice and hard. It was coming down, and all of a sudden, boom! I knew exactly what it was because it happened in the silver box when I had that one. Broke the straps, and pretty much that was it. So took the drive shaft, put new U-joints in it, sent it over to the drive shaft shop, another shop, and had them balance it and check everything. Of course, it wasn't balanced, so they balanced everything. Make sure the U-joints were in there right. Slapped it back up, no vibrations, no problem. But the only problem is that I have right now is I lost the V-band on this side. So it's open on this side. It's not a bad exhaust leak or anything like that. So I got lucky there, but I do got to buy another clamp for that one. But other than that, this thing's going. It's running good. Still got to figure out how to get first gear. I bought this universal rod. Talked to a lot of people, or a few people. I'd say I talked to a few people on the phones. I said to get this rod, and they said it worked for them. But I was talking to my guy who was gonna do it, and he said, that the problem is the V-band is right in the way of the linkage down there. So like even if I was to try to go all the way down to first, it'd be a problem. So that's not gonna work. I ordered a floor shifter from Winters. I think that was the name of it, off of Summit. That didn't work because I don't have bucket seats in here, which I'll probably end up getting bucket seats one day, but my boy just told me just to go ahead and grab a ratchet shifter, throw one in the floor, and just call it a day. At least I'll be able to get down to first like that. And yeah. But for the most part, this thing's buttoned up, ready to go. Only thing I can't do right now is get first gear. But it's way better. Matter of fact, it's better than the silver one. The first swap that I did on here for my silver 77 two-door, that car just never got tuned right. That's the only thing I'm thinking. I cammed that motor. I had 241 heads on it. I had the Trailblazer SS intake. There's no reason why that motor shouldn't have been way more than this thing, like way more. But I feel like this motor right now, how it is, it would do damage to the other motor. So to test theory, I'm gonna take it to the track. I ran a 14, I don't know. I think I ran a 14.9, but it might have been a 14.5. So we'll see what this one does. This is completely stock. The only thing that's changed on this thing is the intake. So completely stock, 4080 behind it, 373 gears. Same thing as the other two-door, but that one was cammed, different heads, of course, Beehive springs, Trailblazer SS intake, just a regular cold air intake if you want to call it. Yeah, so we'll see what this one does at the track. Hopefully if I get some time this week, I'll take it up there and try to get a few runs in and see what this thing, see what it does with this setup. So I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching, and try to get some more videos for you guys.